Westchester has made great strides in preventing the spread of this virus since the beginning of the pandemic because the citizens of Westchester have worn their masks and maintained social distancing. Just because Westchester has flattened the curve doesn't mean we are completely safe. The virus has gotten far worse in other parts of the country and worse in other parts of the state, so be careful when traveling and always bring a mask.
According to the CDC, the best way to prevent the infection of the virus is to avoid being exposed to it. Wearing properly worn masks, following social distancing guidelines, and washing your hands are all effective ways to steer clear of the virus. One person taking the right precautions could benefit many others too. It's important to stay alert for symptoms which include a fever, cough, or shortness in breath.
When you are wearing a mask, you should still always stay 6 feet apart from others. Just because you are wearing a mask does not mean the virus cannot spread to you. If others are not wearing masks, they can still spread the virus to you, especially if you are within 6 feet of them.
New York State mandates everyone to wear a face covering when outside their home if unable to maintain at least 6 feet of distance from others. These masks need to cover both the nose and mouth. According to the director of the CDC, cloth face coverings are one of the most powerful weapons we have to slow and stop the spread of the coronavirus.
A surgical mask is a loose-fitting, disposable device that creates a physical barrier between the mouth and nose of the wearer and potential contaminants in the immediate environment. While a surgical mask may be efficient in blocking splashes and large particle droplets by design, it does not filter or block small particles in the air that may be transmitted by coughs or sneezes. Surgical masks also are not intended to be used more than once. Cloth masks do share almost all the same properties as surgical masks, with the only difference coming in the fact cloth masks can be washed and reused. An N95 respirator is a respiratory protective device designed to achieve a very close facial fit and very efficient filtration of airborne particles. Note that the N95 respirators with exhalation valves should not be used when sterile conditions are needed. While FDA-cleared N95 respirators are labeled as single-use disposable devices, if your respirator is damaged or soiled, or if breathing conditions become difficult, you should remove the respirator, discard it properly, and replace it with a new one.
Masks are a very effective way to prevent the spread of COVID-19 because it acts like the barrier to the droplets. It is important to wear a mask, but if you are under the age of 2 or you would have trouble taking the mask off without assistance, it is not recommended to wear one.
The straps hold the body of the mask in place. The top part of the mask is designed to fit over the bridge of your nose. The body of the mask is made from non-woven skin and coated in fabric spray coating, which helps protect your nose and mouth from contaminants. Where the body of the mask itself covers your mouth and nose in order to block out any contaminants.
An experiment using high-speed video found that up to 500 micrometers of COVID-19 were generated when saying a simple phrase, but that nearly all of these micrometers of COVID-19 were blocked when the mouth was covered, according to UCSF.edu. Some evidence is after mask mandates in 15 states and Washington, D.C., the rate of growth in COVID-19 cases significantly decreased.
In the midst of the coronavirus crisis, it is essential that individuals are able to purchase the necessary items to provide safety for both themselves and others. Gloves, disinfectants, and masks are among this protective gear. Here are some online resources to purchase disposable gloves, disinfectants, and masks.